Scorpio, very warm welcome. My name's Drew. This is Modern Tarot. Those of you that are new here, welcome. And those of you that are returning, welcome back. This is a reading for the month of July, guys. All right. So what's going to be happening around you, your energetic field, what you might be focused on, things from the past that might be affecting or still, surfacing around this month, and possible outcomes, and maybe some good surprises along the way. Scorpio. I know a lot of you in your previous reading, there was something to do with work was looking good for you. Promotions, money was looking good. Your emotions were more balanced. You were more discerning, Scorpio. Did I say Taurus? Okay, there might be a Taurus around you. Let's have a look. So, Scorpio. Yeah, we're done. Look at this, all right? I was just saying, balance is going to be key this month. You're going to feel balanced, Scorpio, throughout the month of July, okay? Okay, and that might be due to you letting go of controlling things. So it's surrender. You might be in a period of surrender. You're not trying to control anything. Things just are. You're not falling in love with the potential of people. You're falling in love with what is in front of you. Your job is what it is. That might be your mantra, and you will find balance from that, Scorpio. Okay, it's a challenge for you for some of you, it might be you're letting go, and it's a challenge for you to open up again to love, connections, relationships, these kind of things, all right? The reason why it's all happening, somebody dropped the ball on you, Scorpio, or you're dropping the ball on indecisive people, people, with Scorpionic people, what I find, I know many of them, my partner's a Scorpio, but I know many Scorpios, they cannot stand ambiguity. They really are, I'll handle anything, just be honest. And I think really, Taurus, you're letting go, you're slowly opening up again, all right? After maybe disappointments or disingenuous people, wishy-washy people that can't make decisions or, be openly honest with you, all right? So it's great. Recent past, you might have felt some kind of betrayal. This could be in work, love, life, Scorpio. This could be through friendships, again, these wishy-washy juggling kind of people where they're your friends to your face, Scorpio, and then they talk about you behind your back. They're disingenuous. There is no continuum of truth and honesty and integrity. And it's almost like you're letting that go and you're opening up after feeling betrayed by the people. So I think it's really, you're not taking things personally throughout the month of July. You're probably just saying to yourself, it is what it is. People are people. They do strange things. Okay. Now, you have a bit of a focus, all right, throughout the month of July, and it's one of, you don't feel victorious for some reason. I'm going to clarify this reading, Scorpio, and we're going to go a little bit deeper. It's like an onion, all right? We've got to peel back the layers. But your focus is a lack of victory in something, whatever this might be, okay? What you don't see coming towards you, patience, waiting around after you've put hard work in, Scorpio, might be a little bit of waiting. And I know a lot of you were setting into motion, you were being promoted and you had to start again and, am I good enough to do this and blah, 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 all this overthinking stuff. Just watch your patience that you're not expecting to feel victorious straight away. It might be a bit of a waiting game, okay? So just be patient with yourself, Taurus. Your energetic field, all right, some of you feel that you're not... your finances aren't probably where you would like them to be, with the King of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you might not want to commit to anything, that's financially draining. So let's say you need an operation, or you got to pay for something, and you're thinking, okay, well, look, to be honest, I know it needs doing, but not this month. All right. So with the King of Pentacles as your energetic field here, it really is, I'm not committing to anything financially. I'm gonna think about it, and as soon as I feel that, yeah, okay, I feel victorious here, I can pay for this thing, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do it, all right? But you're gonna be patient and just wait around for the right moment. So you're gonna be a bit cautious with your money, all right? Outside influences, Devil in reverse, the end of toxicity, Scorpio, the end of toxic people, places, and things. For some of you, I know that you were working for companies and there was somebody quite toxic in that environment who have probably left the building since. That's an outside influence. So nothing toxic for you. throughout this month, Scorpio. We got the Eight of Wands, which is in your fears. Now, Scorpio, as much as you love the truth, as much as you from other people, don't be scared throughout the month of July to have these honest, open communications. I know that a lot of you don't like conflict. I know that from my personal clients. And sometimes it causes conflict by being conflict avoidant. So we're trying to please everybody, but we're not pleasing anybody. And then the shit hits the fan. So don't fear communication on whatever subject it might be to do with you this month. Speak up, all right? I think that's what it's saying. Outcome for you, Two of Cups. There's someone around you, Taurus. This is a soul family. Some of you might be working with companies and you really feel that they're a soul family. If this is about love, you might be with someone and they really are your Two of Cups, all right? It's a nice card. So I'm going to clarify now and let's go a little bit deeper. What's going on for you throughout the month of July for Scorpio? Why is the Four of Pentacles in reverse? Remember, that's all about, letting go of control. The Four of Pentacles is the miser card in tarot. It's about hanging on to everything. I'm not spending any money because I don't have enough. It's lack mentality. And that's when we can get into trouble with that card, all right? But you're letting go of control, not being so anal about things, Yeah, you're letting go, Scorpio, throughout the month of July. Any harsh, shitty communication with people, whereas before you would like to resolve and fix things with people, you're just letting it go. You're not even going to try and control, beautiful outcomes. When you receive this kind of communication, Knight of Swords in reverse here, you're not going to try and fix. You're not going to be a fixer-upper throughout the month of July. It really is. That was pretty shitty communication. When you're ready and you've calmed down, you come back to me. This would be your stance. It's almost like it is what it is. People do strange things. Off you go. I've got other things to think about. And so others of you, you might be letting go. Some of you might have had travel plans and you're letting go of the idea of you can't travel right now because maybe finances aren't allowing you to do so, but you're okay. You're waiting for the right opportunity. Okay, it's a challenge. The challenge for you, Scorpio, throughout the month of July. You might have to do things in the workplace. You might have to do things socially, where if it was left to you, you'd probably just want to be alone and stay at home and read your book or do whatever you do in your personal time, your private time. So the challenge this month might be you might have to make effort in certain situations that you don't really feel like doing. You prefer to be Netflix and chilling, reading a book, playing some music, or doing scorpionic private world. Okay. The reason why it's all happening. So you're dropping a lot of multitasking, Scorpio, throughout the month of July. And you are finding confidence now that, you know what, I'm not getting overwhelmed by holding it all together. I have the confidence that I will be able to do everything. Even though I'm not victorious in one of them, I'm starting all the projects and I'm working through them with patience because I know it's coming, the fruit of my labor. Okay, recent past, some kind of betrayal to do with the choice, whatever that might mean for you, Scorpio, okay? Your focus is, all right, there is something that hasn't closed out, something that hasn't come to an end, and you're worried, will there be victory in this situation? Okay, but I don't think you're not in your head about it. You just realize, okay, all right, I'm going to be patient and watch how this plays out. Okay, what you don't see coming towards you. You're patient throughout this month, Scorpio. You're playing the long game. Does that make sense? Throughout the month of July. It's like, yeah, I'm not that emotionally content right now, but I know it's coming. There's a silent knowing. So we have the known, the unknown, and the silent knowing. So intuitively, there's going to be a better day. Things are going to improve. and I'm just biding my time here. I'm watching, eating popcorn, watching it play out. Your energetic field is, you look great, by the way, Scorpio. You look attractive. You're confident. Even though you might feel that you don't have enough as when it comes to finances, you're not going to be overcommitting yourself financially, but you're still going to maintain your dignity. You're still going to look great, regardless. Okay. Outside influences, yeah, there's an end. All right. There's an ending in your scorpionic world of toxicity. It's the end. It's a brand new cycle. So whatever was dragging you down, Scorpio, people, places, things, you know, disingenuous people that come across as very charming, these kind of things in work, love, life, you know, you're kind of like, you're dropping the control of it all and going, "Yeah, you know what, seen it, been there, done it, keep it moving." You're fearing communication. Um, and then secrets coming to light, whatever that might mean for you, Scorpio. There's you're fearing communication about something that was kept secret. Okay. And then the outcome for you, if you are in relationships, and you believe that this person might be your soulmate, you guys aren't going anywhere. No one's moving on from anybody. So let's say that, you're going through a bit of a glitch in your relationship. Nothing is, that there's a better day coming, Scorpio. You're surrendering that, you know what, in love, in life, we have ups and downs. So you're not going to be the fixer upper. You're not going to be the middle child syndrome where you're trying to appease everybody, all right, and then you take the brunt of, the elephant in the room. It's kind of like, I'm letting go of that. It is what it is, all right. So you're going to have a very laid back attitude, all right, and you're going to be. There's a certain amount of strategy about you within connections. Um, There might be some restructuring, okay, for some of you within companies might be coming up. And there's going to be a lot of strategizing about that. Maybe that might be part of your work, Scorpio, throughout the month of July, where you need to strategize like work rotas or delegation of tasks, these kind of things, or that's going to be happening within your working life. If it is about love, okay, throughout the month of July, if it's about love for you guys. Otherwise, it looks great. Your confidence is great. All right. You might not feel that you have enough financially. You could be doing better, but you know what? You're not. It's not going to affect you. What I'm actually saying is, you're not going to skimp on what you consider to be essential. So you're still going to dress well. You're still going to carry yourself with dignity. You're still going to manage to afford what you prioritize. And then the extra little bits, you realize, you know what, I'll wait for a better time. Okay. Okay. We've got unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And some of you might feel that way, but you're going to bide your time because you realize, better days are coming. As I say, it might be a glitch, and stay optimistic about your love life. So, for some of you guys, it's not a personal reading. What's your thoughts about your relationships that you think, does this person love me? Do I love them more than they love me, or vice versa? But it's saying, what's that way of thinking? Because if we look at our partner and we go, I'm not so sure they love me. It's an energy, right? You're sending an energy to the point where that person doesn't love you now because you're actually sending that to them. So what's your thoughts? Stay optimistic about your love life, okay? And unrequited love. Pay attention to the red flags. Could be within you, Scorpio, you are good enough. This situation involves marriage, all right, in reverse. So some of you, you're not married to this person. Some of you might want to be married, okay? And you're wondering, well, this person hasn't really asked me to marry them. Just for some of you, it's not a personal reading, but it looks like what you're thinking around whether somebody loves you or not, it's a soulmate, all right? You have amazing energy, you two, okay? When it's great, it's great. And obviously, we do have some glitches in relationship, guys. It's not always, fairy tales and unicorns, is it? So let's have a look at these. One of these, a mantra for you throughout this month. A mantra. Others of you, all right, just a select few of you, if I go back to these cards here, some of you are waiting around for a communication that hasn't come, and it's kind of like left you in a bit of hermit mode and thinking, should I keep it moving, open up to new opportunities? And the reason why it's all happening is, maybe somebody dropped the ball on you. They might have been a bit of a player, and they had a choice to make, which maybe caused some kind of betrayal. All right, just for some, a select few, not everybody. And your energetic field is, even though this person was non-committal, I'm not letting that affect my state. I'm still attractive, I'm not going to take it personally. Friendship, you're an incredible friend, Scorpio. You're valued and a joy to be around, all right? Friendships will be very important. People are really warm to you throughout the month of July. You are an incredible friend, okay? And, look at that in your personal relationships too, your loving relationships, that you're an amazing friend, okay? As opposed to, does this person love me? Just be careful of your thoughts around that, because you can actually manifest unrequited love that way, okay? And that all comes from a lack of confidence. But it seems that your energetic field is one of confidence, all right? So even though nothing's transformed and you're not really feeling a success, it's coming, all right? But it really is strategizing and knowing there's a better day coming, Taurus, and staying optimistic. I think that's the key throughout the month of July. Let's have a look. I just want to look at the Two of Cups, all right, as an outcome with the Seven of Swords, which is about strategy. It's in the upright, okay? I'm focused on my career right now. I don't want any distractions. And this has come out before for you. Some of you might be with a partner and they're very taken up with work, and you just wonder, does this person love me? They're focused on their career. They don't want any distractions, but they're not going anywhere, Scorpio. So, let's travel together, all right? Whether you've spoken about that, but that might be a future outcome for you guys. This person chooses you over anybody, Scorpio. This card is, I chose my friends and family over you, in reverse. This person, whether they're busy or whether their time is taken up, or you might feel that they're emotionally distant or they're not quite with you, which makes you doubt whether they love you, they choose you over anything. They just might be prioritizing their work, but they do think about you, all right? They often wonder how you're doing. So you're always on their mind, and you might not think that. You might go internally, is this unrequited? What are we doing here? So just watch your thoughts. Stay optimistic, all right? That's what these cards are saying to me. Just one more on top of that. Let's have a look. Okay, love languages might be quite important. So, let's say someone's career is very important. Their love language might be gifts. Like it could be a woman or a man, all right? And they really work hard. They're workaholics. And their love language is to supply you with luxury. It might be a love language, whereas yours might be quality time together. But the love languages are now in disarray because one is busy work and the other one wants quality time. So that's back to these fears, openly discuss it. This is how we can compromise. It's not a dirty word, is it? This person's not possessive, and how that would play out sometimes. Like I did a reading for Cancerian people, and they were possibly meeting a very interdependent relationship, and Cancerians would struggle with it because they're so used to having almost like these loving morphing connections where they do everything together, and it's not possessive at all. It really is, this is freedom, and the Two of Cups is a free relationship. I'm not talking about open relationships, guys. I'm talking about, babe, go off and celebrate your life and become a success. Come back home and have a glass of wine with me and tell me all about your day. It's not possessive at all, All right, you might be with someone that's, they're quite discerning. They might have really solid boundaries. You might think that they don't care. It's just that they have been hurt before, Scorpio, all right? And maybe you have too. So sometimes, we can mirror each other and then it throws the whole thing into question. But love languages might be quite key if it's about love, all right? So don't be scared to have those kind of conversations, Scorpio, throughout the month of July. If you're a song, all right, throughout the month of July, lyrics might mean something, the band might mean something, the words in the title might mean something, the melody might evoke certain feelings within you, which are being brought up, triggered to be healed. Home, Michael Bublé. Not a great fan of Michael Bublé, but home. So home might be quite important, okay? Some of you might be a little bit homesick if you're living abroad, and you want some tones of home, maybe it's family, friends, maybe it's the culture, maybe it's the food, but home might be quite important to you. Let's have a look. One of these for Scorpio throughout the month of July. Sign. This card brings you validation you've been seeking. This is a sign to take action on whatever it is you have been contemplating. What are you contemplating? Take action on it, Scorpio, throughout this month, okay? If your focus is a lack of victory, all right, but it's not over, it might mean that there's something there that you've been meaning to do that haven't done it, and the idea's never left you. You might have given up because you didn't see any success in it, but these cards are actually saying, look, just go for it. If a decision doesn't work out, we just make another decision, right? Easier said than done, I know, but very often we can perpetuate stuckness and feeling stuck by not taking any action at all. So keep it moving, Scorpio. That's what it's saying. Great reading, to be honest. One of these, something that might be important, all right, something to consider, Scorpio, throughout the month of July, which might aid your healing, which might help you live your best life throughout the month of July, but something that might be quite important. Emotions. What's your emotions, right? Feelings, expression, moods, and balance. Balance has come out twice in this reading for you. We've got expression, which is the Eight of Wands, feelings, moods. So Scorpio, openly discuss what's going on with you, with people around you. You're an amazing friend. Your friends care a lot about you. And maybe there is someone there, but you need to have a really decent conversation with them rather than assuming that they don't love you enough or these kind of things. They might just be busy with work and your love languages are different. So, communication, outward, open, assertive communication might be very important, Scorpio, throughout the month of July. I hope this helped. My name's Drew. This is Modern Tarot. If you like the content, please like, share, or subscribe. It means I can continue to do this for free for you. If you want a personal reading, you can reach out at moderntarot.net directly or browse the YouTube Modern Tarot store, and I'll do my best to give you some clarity on your personal situations. In the meantime, Scorpio, good luck with that. Don't forget to communicate. Compromise is not a dirty word. It looks great. You're looking great. Queen of Wands. Take care. See you soon. Bye.